Johannesburg, in a development that has sent shockwaves through South Africa and the global political community, Gwede Mantashe, one of the most powerful and influential leaders within the African National Congress, ANC, has been arrested abroad amid an international investigation into corruption and illicit financial activities. The news has placed President Cyril Ramaphosa under immense pressure, thrusting his administration into the center of a rapidly escalating global scandal. Gwede Mantashe, who currently serves as the National Chairperson of the ANC and has held several key ministerial positions over the years, was reportedly detained by foreign authorities during a diplomatic visit in Europe. The arrest is linked to a multinational probe involving allegations of money laundering, bribery, and misuse of public funds. This high-profile detention has shocked political circles both within South Africa and internationally, given Mantashe's stature and long-standing influence in the ruling party. President Cyril Ramaphosa, already grappling with various domestic challenges including economic instability, corruption accusations, and factionalism within the ANC, now finds his leadership further imperiled by the fallout from Mantashe's arrest. Sources close to the presidency describe Ramaphosa's reaction as one of deep concern and urgency, as the scandal threatens to undermine the government's credibility on both a national and international stage. Authorities allege that funds meant for public infrastructure and social programs were siphoned off, funneled through complex layers of transactions designed to evade scrutiny. Mantashe's arrest comes after months of covert surveillance and financial forensic analysis, signaling a new chapter in the fight against corruption that transcends South African borders. The implications of Mantashe's arrest for President Ramaphosa's administration are profound. Ramaphosa has built much of his political capital on promises to root out corruption and restore integrity to South Africa's governance. However, the scandal raises uncomfortable questions about the extent to which corrupt practices have penetrated the highest levels of the ANC. Political analysts warn that the arrest could deepen existing fractures within the ANC, where factions loyal to Mantashe wield considerable influence. The party's unity is already fragile, and this latest controversy threatens to ignite bitter infighting ahead of the 2026 local elections and the ANC's future national conferences. Opposition parties have seized the moment to criticize Ramaphosa's leadership, accusing him of failing to effectively combat corruption within his own ranks. The Democratic Alliance, DA, and Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, have called for immediate investigations and accountability measures, with some demanding Ramaphosa's resignation if further wrongdoing is uncovered. The arrest of a senior ANC official abroad has also created diplomatic ripples. South Africa's relations with key allies and trade partners may come under strain as foreign governments demand transparency and action against corruption. The incident has attracted widespread media attention, portraying the ANC as embroiled in a global corruption scandal, which risks damaging South Africa's international reputation as a stable democracy and investment destination. President Ramaphosa's administration has pledged full cooperation with international authorities and has promised an independent inquiry to ascertain the facts surrounding the case. However, critics argue that decisive action must follow swiftly to restore public trust. Across South Africa, public reaction has been a mix of shock, outrage, and calls for justice. Civil society organizations, anti-corruption watchdogs, and grassroots movements are demanding transparency and systemic reforms to prevent future abuses of power. The sense of betrayal among many South Africans is palpable, particularly as economic hardships and social inequalities continue to mount. The road ahead for President Ramaphosa and the ANC is uncertain. The scandal surrounding Gwede Mantashe's arrest tests the party's resilience and its capacity to reform. How the ANC responds, whether through internal accountability or by dismissing the allegations, will significantly shape South Africa's political trajectory. Gwede Mantashe's arrest abroad marks one of the most significant political scandals in recent South African history, exposing the deep challenges facing the ruling ANC and its leadership. For President Cyril Ramaphosa, this moment is a critical test of his commitment to good governance and anti-corruption. As investigations continue and more details emerge, the eyes of the nation and the world remain firmly fixed on South Africa's political epicenter, awaiting answers and decisive action.